Have you ever wondered why the world's most loyal companion descended from one of its most feared predators? It almost sounds impossible. Imagine standing outside your shelter 30,000 years ago, hearing howls echo across the frozen landscape. Those sounds didn't mean comfort, they meant danger. Somewhere in the darkness, a pack of wolves was searching for its next meal, and yet thousands of years later, their descendants would be sleeping on human couches wearing sweaters and chasing tennis balls. How did that happen? The answer is stranger than fiction, because humans may not have created dogs at all. The first step might have been taken by wolves themselves. Long before cities or farms existed, humans and wolves shared the same world. Both traveled in groups, both worked together to hunt large animals, both depended on teamwork to survive. In many ways, they were competitors fighting for the same food across endless Ice Age grasslands. If a herd of deer appeared, both species wanted it. If food became scarce, survival became even harder. Nothing about this situation suggested friendship. But nature has a funny way of rewarding unusual behavior. Around human camps, scraps of meat, broken bones, and leftover skins were often discarded. To hungry wolves, these camps became a new opportunity. Instead of chasing prey for hours, a patient wolf could simply wait nearby and eat what humans left behind. It was risky, but it required far less energy than hunting. Not every wolf was willing to take that chance. The most aggressive animals stayed away or challenged humans directly and often paid the price. But a few individuals behaved differently. They were calmer, more curious, and less fearful. They stayed close enough to benefit without becoming a threat. Over many generations, those personalities became an advantage. Evolution quietly favored wolves that could tolerate humans. The amazing part is that changing behavior also changed appearance. Scientists have observed that selecting animals for friendliness alone can produce physical changes in surprisingly few generations. Faces become softer, ears become floppier, tails curl more often, even coat colors can change. It is almost as if evolution rewrites the body when it rewrites the mind. The earliest dog ancestors may have started looking different before humans even noticed what was happening. Picture an ancient campsite as the sun disappears behind snowy hills. A few wolves linger beyond the firelight, not attacking, just watching. Night after night they return, always keeping their distance. Children grow up seeing them. The wolves grow accustomed to people. Little by little, fear begins to fade on both sides. No agreement is spoken, but a partnership is slowly forming. That relationship soon became useful for everyone involved. Wolves possessed extraordinary senses that humans lacked. They could smell danger from remarkable distances and hear sounds hidden from human ears. If a predator approached in the darkness, nearby wolves reacted long before people noticed anything. Human camps became safer, while wolves enjoyed a dependable food source. Both sides gained something valuable without realizing they were changing history. Over thousands of years, cooperation became stronger than competition. Humans likely started accepting the friendliest pups, raising them near camp, and encouraging useful behaviors. The animals that stayed close reproduced more often than those that returned to the wild. Generation after generation, wolves slowly transformed into something entirely new. The partnership reshaped human life as well. Hunting became more successful with sharp noses tracking wounded animals. Camps gained extra protection from strangers and predators. As humans explored colder regions and unfamiliar landscapes, dogs may have helped them survive places that would have been far more dangerous alone. One species was no longer simply following the other. They were evolving together. Even today, traces of that ancient past remain hidden inside modern pets. Dogs often circle before lying down, as if preparing a safe sleeping spot in tall grass. Many instinctively bury food they cannot finish. Some howl at distant sounds they cannot even see. Others twitch and run while dreaming, perhaps acting out instincts older than recorded history. Beneath every wagging tail still lives a tiny piece of an Ice Age hunter. The connection between humans and dogs became something deeper than survival. Looking into a dog's eyes can trigger the release of oxytocin, a hormone linked to trust and emotional bonding. The same chemical strengthens relationships between parents and children. Somehow, across thousands of years, evolution shaped two completely different species to understand each other emotionally. Archaeological discoveries suggest that this bond appeared surprisingly early. Some ancient burials include dogs laid carefully beside humans, indicating they were treated as companions rather than simple tools. Caring for a sick animal required food, time, and effort that struggling Ice Age communities could barely spare, yet they did it anyway. That tells us the relationship had already become something extraordinary. The most fascinating part is that no one planned any of this. There was no inventor of dogs. No ancient tribe decided to design the perfect companion. The process unfolded naturally through thousands of tiny decisions repeated across countless generations. A wolf stepped a little closer to a campfire. A human chose not to throw a spear. That moment repeated again and again until fear slowly transformed into trust. Today, there are hundreds of dog breeds that look nothing alike, from giant guardians to tiny lap dogs, but every one of them carries the legacy of those ancient wolves that discovered cooperation could be more powerful than conflict. Perhaps the greatest friendship in history wasn't built by intelligence or technology at all. Perhaps it began with curiosity, patience, and a few forgotten scraps lying beside a fire under the stars.